na tatakbo or whatever, di ba? Actually, in my life, 2 beses na inoffer sa akin yung Senate presidency. And in both cases, ako po ang tumanggi kasi hindi ko kaya yung cost. 'Di ba? Saka ko ikukwento sa inyo yun, but I can prove that. The first time was during Duterte's time na yung cost na pag pumayag ako at ako na siya, hindi ko kaya because it will be a betrayal kay President Duterte at alam kong mapapahamak siya. The second one, inoffer po sa akin, but it will be betraying my friend, Senator Cheese. Kaya ang dami na namin pinagdaanan, magkakampi, magkalaban. So, hindi ko pwedeng tanggapin. Di ba? So, lahat ng news na to ay dahil nga gusto ng demonyo, confuse tayo lahat, siraan tayo ng siraan, we confuse everyone. So, iingatan po natin ngayon ang mga nagpre-preach na ako malinis, kayo marumi. Kami, may solusyon kami, kayo hindi. Di ba? Etong administrasyon na to, malinis. Etong administrasyon, madumi. So, until we come to a point that we realize as a nation, our culture, our political, economic culture is biased against the poor, is biased towards corruption, is built on systems that if we don't change, ganun din. I saw kanina an article about DPWH, pre-martial law, or at least yung ministry, yung martial law, yung Ministry of Public Works and Highways, tapos yung ngayon, etc. Bakit walang pagbabago? 'Di ba? Kasi cosmetic or konting reform, pero walang revival, walang renewal. What does revival mean? 'Di ba yung viva or vivo, 'di ba, means to live. Revival means pinatay mo muna tapos binuhay mo muli. Minsan kailangan mo patayin ang masama tapos buhayin mo na yung tao or yung organisasyon na nagbago na, 'di ba? So, yes, we have to ferret out the truth. Dito lang sa usapin ng state witness, ang dami ng pinapalabas na hindi totoo eh. I'll give you an example Ngayon pa lang may nagsasabing pwede, hindi pwede, sila pwede, silang hindi pwede. Ina-assess po muna yung mga yan. Tapos sabi, eto, wag paniniwalaan, eto sinungaling, ganyan. Lahat po ng guilty sinungaling. Nag-ghost project nga eh. Kung nag-ghost project ka, kasinungalingan na yon kasi sinabi mo may project na wala naman. So, i-expect mo na magsisinungaling. So, sa ilalim ng batas, pag ikaw ay naging state witness, kailangan ang testimony mo at nako-collaborate yan. Ibig sabihin, napapatunayan sinabi mo. So, hindi yung parang sinabi mo, wag mo ako ikulong, gawin mo na ako state witness. I'm not referring to one group lang, I'm talking to many. Kasi nga, yung sinabi ko po, if they cannot convince you, yung mga most guilty dito, mga guilty, they will confuse you. They're confusing our top leaders, they're confusing the Senate, they're confusing the people. But ako, I not only do I believe in God, I believe in the Filipino people. We always rise above. We always find a way. But it's painful. It's painful to see people suffer. And it's painful to see good people. Sorry babanggitin ko po. But kita ko po yung buhay ni Joel Villanueva. Siya lumalaban sa corruption. Tapos siya ang pinupuruhan. Diba? I know him personally. So having said that, I don't know everything that he's done and but I know his character, I know him. But ganun na po kagulo sa atin. So first things first, 'di ba? And that's why I said I'm talking to all of you, ating mga kababayan, bata, matanda, nandito, nasa abroad, nasa Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, but I'm addressing myself to Christians. Yung mahiya naman tayo, hindi sa tao, hindi sa kapwa, mahiya tayo sa ating Panginoon. We claim to be a Christian nation. So ako nahiya. I am far from perfect. There's many things I can do better. There is so much reforms that we've done in Taguig. Tignan nyo lahat ng aming ins and outs, pati mga infra. Kaya yung mga nananakot sa amin na may mga exposed, go ahead. Diba? I mean, kung sino-sino, pati malalapit sa amin. Hindi lang tawag doon, minamanipulate yung ibang malapit sa amin, turn against them, etc. Okay lang po, kasi nga kung manahimik kami, walang mangyayaring pagbabago. Martin Fox, Martin, maganda yung sabi, Martin. Abi Huibil, death penalty. Martin, we have to accept na mali. We have to die 'di ba? And then be reborn. Kasi nga yung sinful nature pag hindi mo tinanggal, pag sinabi yung sorry, saan ka sorry? Sorry, nahuli. Sorry, nahuli yung Ghost Project. Sorry, nahuli yung what you call this, vote buying. Sorry, nahuli na yung AIC sa tupad ginagamit lang pala sa eleksyon, 'di ba? So there's so much wag tayo magmamalinis na as a nation and politicians, 'di ba? And let me address myself now to politicians. How important is our position? 'Di ba? We all say pagpasok natin, we're doing this because we love God, we love our country. So now is the opportunity. Now is the opportunity to make self-sacrifice, to give all of us, give ourselves. So what kung next election wala na tayong posisyon? Ang importante magbabago. 'Di ba? Kaya kita nyo po iba ang ang kilos ng mga kabataan ngayon because hindi na nila tatanggapin yung sasabihin natin sa kanila. This is for your next generation. Kailan mangyayari yan? 10, 20, 30. No, they want the change now. And they're right to demand that change now, no? So, isip nyo ba po, 'di ba ang Israelites pag alis po nila ng Egypt, 40 years sa desert, I really thought it was just about punishment. Pero may narinig ako isang preacher, sabi niya, hindi lang punishment. Kasi, they were outside of Egypt, but Egypt was in their mind. Ibig sabihin, may slave mentality. So you cannot be a conqueror if you have a slave mentality. So you cannot have good governance if you have a corrupt mentality. So ang ibig po sabihin nun, di ba, 1986, next year, 40 years. So 39 years after EDSA, grumabi pa lalo yung corruption, na-decentralize pa yung corruption. Pati yung ibang naglilinis o necessary, eto malinis, may one form of graft or corruption din dyan, di ba? So parang ngayon, parang